Certified nosies. Who are we? Certified nosies. We got the tea. Certified nosies who paying child support. Certified nosies who lost in divorce court. Certified nosies will 50 stop being petty. Will Papos get back with Remy? Will Clarissa realize her butt ain't big? When will Rihanna take a break on having them kids? Cause we need a album.
Hey Nosies, I'm Toya, your certified tea spiller, part-time detective.
When the world is so caught up, people think Beyonce only has daughters. What happened with Tiana and Aaron Pierre? Questions just left up in the air. Somebody check on Britney and Nicki Minaj too. Certified, 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 certified nosy.
Like, no, because this Timmie Lee situation is like really weird. And now Young Miami want to finally speak on Diddy. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Welcome back, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to jump right into this tea. Now, for those who don't know who Timmie Lee is, Timmie Lee originally was introduced to people from Love and Hip Hop back in the day. You know, back in the day, she was on Love and Hip Hop. She was crazy back then. Then, you know, she took a little hiatus, and then she popped up on our screens with baddies. Timmie Lee is known to be a bad girl. Now, Tommie is a baddie, but she's a bad girl. So, Tommie is an older woman. Tommie got kids Juelz' age. So, it was kind of shocking when Tommie posted videos and pictures of her tonguing down Beyonce's nephew. Did she forget who his mama is? Like, for those who don't know, Juelz is Solange's son. And if you don't know who Solange is, let me introduce you to this video right here. Y'all see what I mean? So you see how this could possibly be a big issue, because you have Solange, who's a hothead, and then you have Timmie Lee, who's a hothead, and that ain't gonna sit well inside the Knowles, the Knowles camp, because they like to keep everything private. Like, first of all, we haven't even seen Juelz like that. It's like he was a baby, and then all of a sudden he came out and he was just this grown man. I don't remember seeing him even grow up. That's how private they is, and that's how private Solange is about her son. So Tommie is too messy to be with Juelz. Tommie is too irate to be with Juelz, and Tommie can't fight. Tommie can't fight. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. And Tommie looks really desperate and really crazy trying to mess around with that little boy. Like, she's 41. And let's not forget, Tommie is like a serial criminal. Like, I'm not even sure how she's still walking the streets. The girl got so many mugshots. She ain't been locked up not once, not 2 times, not 3 times, but yeah, like, too many to count. Just look at it. And the crazy part is, that's not even all the mugshots. That's not even all of them. But you get my point. Tommie did come out and say that it was fun while it lasted, or something like, oh, I'm not that type of girl. And then Juelz posted something like, it was just me and myself, something like that. You see what I mean? The girl is literally crazy. Like, Tommie, we seen the video. We seen it. You was hooked up with him. Anyway, on to the next topic. So I was going to stay away from this topic because everybody's talking about it, and I kind of felt bad for her, but we have to talk about Miss Tina's gumbo. So for those who haven't heard, her gumbo has been in the news lately, not for its taste, but for making people sick. There has been plenty of stories and videos of people trying this gumbo and then people getting very, very sick. One girl had went to the hospital and she had to actually give a stool sample to the doctors, and they had sent it in for testing, and it came back with so many different bacteria. One guy was on camera and he was vomiting and sweating so bad, and he just looked really, really bad. And there's been multiple videos out. There's been some videos saying it's good, but I just seen a lot. Now, there's a lot of people from New Orleans saying, I'll let you see what people from New Orleans saying at the end, but here's the clip of what has been reported on Miss Tina's gumbo.
Unlicensed thawed seafood labeled keep frozen and gumbo that inspectors say was stored in a freezer at an unlicensed off-site location. That's what's in these records that we obtained about the temporary shutdown of Mama Tina's gumbo at the Houston Rodeo. According to the complaint, the customer ate gumbo in the afternoon and later reported vomiting, chills, nausea, and fever. She even said she was throwing up blood. Health department records say inspectors learned the gumbo was cooled, put into buckets, then taken off-site to be frozen before coming back to the rodeo site to thaw for service without any documentation showing safe cooling and storage times. Inspectors also wrote they observed shrimp and crab labeled keep frozen that were no longer frozen. Any of the food that wasn't frozen had to be discarded. The records say operators were cooperative and inspectors returned March 17th for a pre-opening check. The report says they swapped from a refrigerator trailer to a freezer trailer, food was frozen solid, and gumbo would be made on-site daily. We haven't been told if the health department received any other complaints of people feeling sick after eating the gumbo.
Now, Mama Tina knows she wrong, and she knows she wrong because she put down that she was going to have stuff in certain temperatures. She put down she was going to have stuff stored a certain way, but just didn't do it. She probably thought nobody was going to care or nobody was going to check her because of who she is. But yeah, they called her out and she got caught. Also, there's some videos from people who from New Orleans, Louisiana, where, you know, gumbo originates at. So, I believe that's where it originates at. Quite sure. But here's a clip of someone from New Orleans saying why most likely some people got sick from this gumbo.
Don't. Because I understand, being from New Orleans, that the heat outside could literally ruin your pot of gumbo inside. Now, I thought maybe it's because New Orleans is very humid, and humidity plus heat index, Maybe that could be why the gumbo was spoiled. But ultimately, it's different. It's just that because of all of the fixings, the way that gumbo is prepared, if you do it correctly, you have to do everything fresh meats, fresh seafoods, fresh vegetables, fresh all of that stuff. Then it has to be temperatured. It has to be temp at a certain point so that it doesn't go bad. I've seen people lose $300, $400, $500 pots of gumbo simply because it went bad. I've seen people gumbo go bad for people opening and closing the refrigerator too much. That's how much temperature gumbo have to be at in order to maintain.
Yeah, so according to New Orleans people, New Orleans, that is why people got sick. Also, stop going to eat everybody's stuff. Y'all don't know Mama Tina. All y'all know is that's Beyonce's mom. Who says she can cook? That lady probably had to cook forever. Come on, Beyonce and Solange's been famous since they were what, like 10, 11, 12? She ain't got to cook. I would never, but whatever. And y'all pay $25 for it. Anyways, on to the next. At this point, y'all know, Tyra Banks might as well just go on here, pack it up, retire, just hide her face, because everybody ain't lying. Everybody's saying the same thing, and it ain't looking too good for you, Miss Tyra Banks, because now Miss Janice Dickinson, out of all people, it's Janice Dickinson. But people don't know who that lady is. She is a BITCH. Like, she's known to be a mean girl. So if you got Janice Dickinson saying that you're mean, saying that you are hard to work with, saying that, you know, she couldn't believe some of the things that went on in the show, and then she called you out and said, say something to me. Yeah. Then that's what you were. There's no covering it up. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, all that fake apology, if I did something wrong, I'm sorry. You know exactly what you did. It's sad.
How many years ago was it? 30? 25? I don't know. And my take on it right now is, I'm sorry I did it. I did not have a good time. She's a Tyra Banks is 100%. She was mean to me. She was terrible with the models. She just was. She's not kind. And Tyra, come at me. I want to hear what you have to say what I'm saying.
You know what? Then again, as I'm watching this over, again, as I'm editing this video, Janice Dickinson, as I recall, you were meaner than Tyra Banks on the show. Let's just be real. Both of y'all need to be canceled. You were horrible. You were bitch worse than Tyra. At least Tyra tried to hide it behind the scene. You were just blatantly disrespectful to everybody on the show, and you were right along with her, letting it happen. And yes, I don't know if she just hopping on the bandwagon of hating Tyra, but yeah, you're right along with him. All y'all. So, Young Miami decides she want to come out and finally speak her truth, I guess, about Diddy. When it was going on, when everybody was asking you to speak, you were silent. Continue to stay that way. But anyway, she claims, that, Diddy was different. He wasn't the same person, and she only can, judge a person by what they showed them. And he showed her a different side of him. When he was giving you golden showers. Girl, bye. But anyway, she said that she only could judge by what he showed her, and she didn't see none of that. Or, just listen to what she said.
I'm saying, like, it's very hard because it's like, I don't want to kick somebody while they down, and I don't want to just say, you going through that shit, you got to figure it out, because you my friend. I have a relationship with you. I have a personal relationship with you. Like, I know you. It's like family. Like, we like locked in. So it's like.
Did being tied to the Diddy situation impact your brand in any way?
It did.
Really?
It did. Bad.
Like, I'm not talking about just social media shit. I'm
No.
talking about in real life.
It did.
Like what?
It was a lot. Like, I lost deals, I lost money, I lost relationships, I lost a lot. And
I personally don't believe nothing she say. I feel like she's trying to use sympathy or trying to get sympathy. And yeah, no, because if I seen somebody I was dating do the things that Diddy did, if I seen somebody I was dating in all the kinky things and the sexual things and in the possible homosexual activity that he was doing and all the other man, ain't no that much. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to kick you while you're down. I'm out, deuces. No, Young Miami, she wanted that money. That's all that was. But she also, let's move on. She also talked about the City Girls. She pretty much talked about her and JT and what happened and how it affected her. So she pretty much, I can't find the clips, but she pretty much said that her and JT are pretty much at different spots in their life, and it hurts her a lot that her and JT are not as close as they were, or not friends anymore. Pretty much, like, they are so close, they were childhood friends, that they menstruals started to even sync together. You know how girls, you be together so much that your menstruals will sync together. And that Charlamagne asked why did it happen. She said that they pretty much have different things. Like JT want to do certain things, and Carisha, Young Miami wanted to do certain things in life, and it just wasn't the same anymore. She said it felt like JT changed once she got out of prison. That she noticed a change in JT and things were different. Me personally, I felt like you seen the shift in JT when Young Miami started dating Diddy. JT didn't rock with that. She didn't rock with that. Young Miami know that, and she chose Diddy over her friend, a long time friend. That's just my opinion, allegedly. Alright, last but not least, Natalie Nunn and DTP, they went on posted some pictures up on live and stuff. I guess they're doing some type of interview. And I want y'all to leave a comment and let me know if y'all think that Natalie Nunn and DTB, Diamond the Body, are actually really friends, and this is all just a ploy. This is all just, for TV and to get the ratings boosted. Because I'm not understanding how they just keep getting in the same facility. Like, I'm not understanding this. Or do you think that they just acting cordial because they both want to get to the bag? Because wasn't they just fighting? I'm not understanding. But anyway, I'll insert some clips of them two faking it up on the couch. And y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. It's the little, pink and purple subscribe right there, right at the bottom. Make sure you click it. And I will see y'all when I post again. Bye.